Hello there, welcome to our channel Trendy Movie Recap. Our channel gives you movie briefs while capturing the moral of the movie storyline. Please subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell to be notified every time we post a video in future.
This video is based on a movie titled Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins. The movie starts with a man and a boy, Snake Eyes, who happens to be his son taking a walk in the woods having a conversation. He senses a threat at night and wakes his son up and tries to escape with him. Then he hears footsteps. He hides him and instructs him not to move no matter what happens. He swiftly walks toward the door and on opening he notices gun lasers on his chest. A man, Hama, instructs him to put down his weapons and gives him some dice to toss, and if he wins he lives and dies on losing. Hama kills him, Snake Eyes screams out and runs through the window. Hama puts the house on fire and leaves. Snake Eyes watches from a distance. Snake Eyes is locked in a cage fight with Bruiser as people watch, of which Snake Eyes wins. A man, Kenta, compliments him on his style and skill on fighting. He offers him an opportunity to work with him. Snake Eyes refuses, to which Kenta reminds him of his father's death and promises to hand in the man responsible for his father's death. He agrees to join Kenta and starts working at the docks. They get summoned by Kenta and Augustine for Tommy's execution, whom they describe as a traitor. Snake Eyes is instructed to kill him by shooting. He shoots the ground instead of Tommy. Kenta is disappointed and a fight breaks out between the Kenta's men and Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes cuts the rope on Tommy's hands and sets him free. They run after Kenta, who is in a truck, and as they are almost getting out, more attackers come in and lock the door. Snake Eyes and Tommy fight and kill them, injuring others badly. They run to get on a motor boat when Tommy notices Kenta on the dock and attacks him. Snake Eyes goes to help him and fights with Kenta's men. They get on a truck and are attacked by more men. Snake Eyes gets injured on the ribs. Police intrude and stop them from fighting. Snake Eyes wakes up in a plane wondering where he is. Tommy tells him he is taking him home, because he saved his life. Snake Eyes says he did not kill him because he saw honor in his eyes, and he is not a murderer. Tommy asks him why he was working for the Yakuza. Snake Eyes says he knew they were cousins. Tommy tells him that Kenta plotted his death thus to be head of the clan. Punishment was declared on him, and since then he chose to seize power through greed and violence. He urges him to work with him in order to secure his life, which is in danger. They arrive in Tokyo and find cars waiting for them in which they get in. They go through the city into the outskirts where they come to a stop at Tommy's home. They are welcomed home by guards where Snake Eyes asks what they do and who the young lady is. Tommy tells him she is the chief of security, Akiko, and they value her advice, but don't have to take it. Snake Eyes is introduced to the head of the clan, Tommy's grandmother, Senior. She acknowledges him for saving her grandson while Tommy asks if he can stay with them. Akiko objects to the offer and states that he is a threat to their clan. Tommy insists on him joining them, to which Son agrees as long as he submits to the 3 challenges of a warrior. He agrees to the challenges and is taken to his room by Tommy where they talk for some time. Snake Eyes joins the guards to train on becoming a warrior in the Arashikage. Tommy later argues with Akiko about Snake Eyes' personality and character. Snake Eyes is introduced to the Hard Master and the Blind Master that will train him how to fight, kill and live on the Arashikage mindset. Snake Eyes is put into his first test by the Hard Master, who gives him 4 trials for this. He fails the first 3 trials, but succeeds on the 4th when he remembers Tommy's words. Akiko congratulates him as they head to dinner where she talks about the 2 masters. Tommy talks to Snake Eyes about his plans for the Arashikage to adapt to the new world. The Blind Master makes a toast to Tommy, their future leader, while the Hard Master mocks Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes borrows a motorbike in Tommy's name and rides off. He goes into town and meets Kenta, who asks him about failing to get Tommy where they had agreed. He tells him he is going to quit, to which Kenta gives him the dice his father had thrown before he was killed. He tells him that he has kept his word, and now he has to keep his by bringing him a priceless artifact. Snake Eyes rides back to Arashikage residence where the chief of security watches as he parks the bike. Snake Eyes and Tommy meet up in the morning and talk about the priceless artifact that holds Arashikage's power. He also gives him a sword for passing the first challenge, which he calls Morning Light. Snake Eyes goes up the mountain through the forest to the fortress where the artifact is stored. As he looks over the fence, he is startled by Akiko, who is right behind him. She challenges him to a fight with the sword he was given by Tommy, to which they spar until she wins. She receives a call from Tommy, to which they meet him and discuss Kenta's new plan for gun transportation. They agree to attack Kenta when he and his gang arrive in Tokyo to bring the weapons. They arrive at Kenta's location just as they bring in the weapons and start fighting and killing them. One of Kenta's men goes into a room and takes a gun as Snake Eyes comes in. He notices him, puts the gun down, and just as he leaves, more attackers come in and fight with Snake Eyes. Tommy goes up towards Kenta, who is on the floor of another building, where they start fighting. Akiko goes in to help Tommy, to which Snake Eye cuts down a network mast, saving Kenta from being killed. They go and check the boxes with guns and find a mark of a gang called Cobra. They call a woman, Scarlet, who goes into the bathroom of a building where they watch as she fights men from Cobra. She gives them information about her old friend, Baroness, and tells them that she will be in Tokyo soon. Snake Eye takes a motorbike and goes out, and is followed by Akiko. He realizes this, after which she looks for him for a while, then rides away. He goes down on an elevator to a room where he finds Kenta. He tells Kenta that he wants work with Baroness, who shows up and introduces herself to him. She tells her that their relationship is transactional, where each of them is gaining something. She shows him a video of Augustine and tells him he's the one who killed his father. As he leaves, Baroness threatens to kill him and Kenta if he doesn't go through with the mission. Snake Eyes meets the blind master for the second challenge, which they do in a forest. He is given a light which he follows and goes into a vision of the day when his father died. In the vision, his father comes and tells him that it was not his fault that he died, and he was just a kid. He comes back to himself after the vision, where the master talks to him about this and the next challenge. He goes back to his room and rolls the dice several times, noticing the same number comes up every time. He later sneaks up into a room full of ornaments and computer servers, where the chief of security comes in. She notices that a hatch at the roof had been opened and goes straight looking for Snake Eyes in his room. She looks for him in several rooms and finds him coming out of his bathroom. She lectures him about the day he went out on a motorcycle, and also tells him about Arashikage's value to her. He narrates his story to her, to which she sympathizes with him, then leaves. On the next day, he goes in to face the third challenge, while the two masters, Tommy and the chief of security, watch. He goes down a hole in the woods as instructed. The hard master mocks him. 3 giant anacondas come to judge him of his purity, to which he fails, and they start attacking him. Akiko goes in and helps him escape and avoid being killed by the snakes. Sun confronts everyone for their deeds, to which Snake Eyes takes the blame. He tells them of his impurity as the blind master listens keenly and reports of his truthfulness. Sun tells him that he cannot be part of the Arashikage clan, after which he goes out followed by the chief of security. Snake Eyes meets with Tommy, where they talk about his dishonesty, after which they make a blood oath. He later goes into the Arashikage residence and trips alarms, which are immediately reported by the system. Tommy and Akiko with her team run out to check if the priceless artifact is still intact, followed by Snake Eyes. They find it and leave while Snake Eyes watch. Snake Eye goes in and uses the blood on the cloth he wiped Tommy's blood from his sword to pass the biometric scan. He steals the artifact and puts it in his bag just as Akiko comes in and starts fighting him. He knocks her down and runs to his motorcycle, which he rides off. Sun sends out Tommy and Akiko to bring back the artifact and kill Snake Eyes, after which they ride off on motorbikes. Snake Eye meets up with Kenta and the Baroness, who he gives the artifact. He is then shown where to find the man who killed his father, after which they leave. He meets the man, and after a talk he realizes he had been double-crossed and sets him free. Just as he leaves, Tommy and Akiko spot him and ride after him. As they attack him, he dodges their swords, then attacks one of Kenta's men riding after them. More attackers come in, shooting and fighting Snake Eye, who fights back, killing them. Kenta and his men alongside the Baroness attack the Arashikage residence. He uses the artifact's power to destroy guards and buildings in the residence. As his men attack everyone in the residence, Scarlet arrives and starts killing them. Scarlet comes across Baroness, with whom they shoot at each other. Tommy catches up with Snake Eye and starts fighting on top of a truck with cars. They decide to work together to defeat Kenta, with whom they drive back to the residence. Kenta catches up with Sun, where he betrays Baroness and almost kills her when he is called to help with Tommy. Scarlet and Baroness join Sun and fight off all the men guarding them. Tommy meets with the hard and blind masters with whom they fight Kenta's men who are attacking. Snake Eyes and Akiko meet Scarlet, Baroness and Sun who have just killed the men guarding them. They all go different ways fighting and killing all who are attacking each of them. Snake Eye and Tommy join hands and fight off men who are on the attack. Sun and the Masters make a plan as Kento and his remaining men await. Scarlet and Baroness shoot all the men leaving Kento alone and then hide. Tommy comes in to fight him, after which they trick him, and he makes an explosion that makes him lose the grip on the artifact. Tommy takes it and tries to kill him with it, to which he flees, and he gives it back to Senior. Snake Eyes catches up with Kento in the woods and starts fighting him. They fight until they both fall into the hole with anacondas, where one swallows Kento and leaves Snake Eye. The Hard Master puts the artifact back in its place and comes to a meeting called by Senior. She says she will be the last to lead the clan, which infuriates Tommy, after which he leaves. Akiko finds Snake Eye in the process of packing to go and find Tommy, and gives him some attire to assist. Scarlet comes in and tells Snake Eye about his father being a Joe, and that he would fill his shoes. He agrees, but says he'll do it after he finds Tommy, then wears the attire and leaves on a motorbike. The movie ends with Tommy in a plane where Baroness shows up and makes him an offer of getting him an army. Tommy responds saying that he should be called Storm Shadow. Please subscribe to our channel for more of such videos, share our videos, and leave a comment on the comment section.